Welcome to my video. So on today's video, so we're going to be talking about personal finance. Yes, for beginners, personal finance. In this economy that we are in, managing 70k or 100k for a month is very difficult. And I know that there are people, a lot of people that earn less than 100,000. There are people that earn 40,000. Yes, family people, married people that earn 40. There are some that earn 60, 35, 50. I know of them. Yes, I've seen. Do you understand? So I understand what it's like to walk around. So from my own experience and when I've been able to gather and all of that, so I'm going to be talking about personal finance for beginners or personal finance for everyone. How you can manage that your 100k, yes, for a month. Though it's going to be a very tight one, but you just need to manage. So from that your 100,000, now you'll be able to like should I say do your save. You can save from your 100k, from your 70,000 you can save. Yes, I've been there before. You can save from your 70,000. You can buy the few things you can purchase from your 70,000 naira personal stuff. You can save for your rent. You can buy some food stuff in the house. Yes, from your 70k, your 50k. Let me just say for your 100k. Let me use 100k as an example. But then I've been there before for that 70. But then let me just say for 100k. For those of us that earn on less than 100k, the parents, yes. So this video especially is for people that want to learn how to manage their finance. So let's go straight into it. So the first on my list is, now out of your 100, 100,000 naira is called 100%. That's your 100%. Or your 80,000 naira is your 100%. Your 70k is your 100%. Now out of the 100% you have, all you just need to do, divide your 100% into two. You heard me, into two. Now inside that into two, let's keep 50 one side, and let's talk about 50. Now the first 50 that you have, instead of 50, you're going to bring out instead of 50%, that is where you will have your renting, your utility bills, and your feeding. Yes, feeding. 50%, bring it out. That's where you should save for your house rent. That is where you should bring out money for your feeding and your utility bills. Could be your lights and all of that. Yes, from that 50%. Why the other 50%? That's where you're going to bring out your transport fare for the next month, obviously. Yes. Also, that is where you can get money to buy your data. You heard me. And that is where you can bring out money to do your, maybe do one or two things that you want to do for yourself. Anything that you want to just do, all those miscellaneous or whatever. Yes, from the other 50%. But however, if you know that you don't spend much transport fare to your workplace, it is advisable that the first 50%, which has to do with your house rent, your utility bills, and your food, it's advisable that 50% goes up to 60%. You heard me. It should grow up to 60%. That way, that 60%, what you are going to be doing is that you are doing you are keeping, let's say you are keeping 30%, let's say 20% for your feeding, 20% for housing, and maybe 20% for utility. By your utility self, you might not even spend up to 20%. It might just still be like, let's say, give or take like 15% or 10, depending on how your consumption rate in your compound is. But mind you, you cannot be any less than 100k, and you are living in a house that your 3 months or let's say your 4 month salary cannot afford. It is wrong now. That's a wrong calculation. It's a wrong thing. Now this is a topic I'm going to discuss some other time. For the sake of this video, we are talking about your personal finance. Yes, how you can manage your salary that is less than 100,000 naira. Yes. So like I said, if your transport fare to your workplace is not that much, yeah, you don't spend much, you can increase the first 50% to 60%. That means you have 40% left, right? From that your 40%, that is where you will do your savings. Yes, you can do 20% savings, save 20%. Then the remaining 20%, you can leave it for your data and all this your jekuje. Maybe you want to chop shawarma, you want to drink Pepsi. Yes. So this is what I mean by how you can manage your 100k or your less than 100,000 naira. Now, if you want me to make it more a little bit like break it down much more, let me know in the comment section. There's a way I can actually help you. That's it, that 80,000 naira, you can spend your 80,000 naira and still buy shawarma at the end of the month. And yes, you can still buy shawarma from your 80k, from your 70k. You can still buy shawarma. Just treat yourself at least once in a month. Buy that shawarma. It is still something. But then what I'm trying to say is that from your 70,000 naira, from your 80k, you can still have savings. There's no excuse to savings except you don't want to grow financially. There's no excuse when it comes to savings. So like I said, if where you are working is not for, definitely for you to be earning 100k or less than 100k, your workplace should not be that far. You should use your brain when you are accepting the job. You cannot say you're earning less than 100k and your transport fare at the end of the month is like, let's say you are earning 80,000 naira, and your transport fare at the end of the month is like 40,000. And say, what are you doing? What kind of work is that one? Why did you go there? You are not supposed to be doing such type of work. But however, if you are earning like 80, 70,000 naira, your transport fare should not be more than like 10, 15, max it was maybe 20. Mind you, there are times that there are some of you that are lazy, that sometimes when you know your workplace is just a true stone, you want to now look for keke that will carry you 100 naira. Why would if you check, is it about it? You walk to that place. Because some of you, I'm so sure that some of you people don't do exercise. You don't exercise your body. There's nothing. Gym, you will not go because you cannot afford this. I understand. But why can't you just do something you can just trust on? This is where you are going to. You now want to. It doesn't make sense. So learn. This is how you can manage your 100, your less than 100 key that you earn at the end of the month. Like I said, if your workplace is not far, make sure you divide your money 60-40. The first, that 60% goes to your house rent, your utility, and your feeding. Yes, you can do it 20%. Your utility itself cannot spend up to 20% because definitely you might not really have much, you might not be using much. Yes, utility can just be like, the utility can be like 10% or 15%. While the remaining 5%, you can add it your feeding or add it to your house rent. But please, rent house that your 3 or 4 months salary can actually pay. You heard me? While the remaining 40%, you can do that for savings. Yes, out of the 40%, you can save 20%. While the remaining 20%, you can use it for your data. Maybe there's one fancy earring you saw you want to buy. Yes. Maybe there's a hair. Yes, you want to make your hair. You can do that. Yes, you can do that. So please and please, this is how you can manage your finance. That your tight finance. Yes, I know it's going to be tight, but you can do something about it. Save from the little you have. Then when the big one comes, you know how to go around it. Because if you don't know how to manage, so if you don't know how to manage the small one you have, there's no how you can know how to manage the big one. So please, if you love this video, ensure you like, comment, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think I should adjust in the comments, or what I said that you think I need to make more emphasis on. See you guys in my next episode. Bye. Please ensure you subscribe. Yes. See you guys.